Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to EGF Season 3 for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and we have quite a match here. We've got Seton Hall, one of the newcomers, versus Mississippi State, the #1 team last year.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, #1 team. Obviously, they won the entire thing, so we pretty much know what to expect from them. Now, from Seton Hall, we could see a little bit more from them. I believe they are 0-2 of the season so far. Still look to get their first win. To get their first win against Mississippi State, that's going to be pretty difficult. But hey, anything's possible.
Absolutely. And this is a fantastic opportunity for Seton Hall to at least prove themselves. Because even if you don't beat Mississippi State, if you can take sets off of them, that's impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah, you definitely want to try to do that. It's going to be a very, very tall task, obviously, but we'll see how they do it. We're still waiting on a few, couple players, I believe, from the Seton side, trying to get into the lobby real quick. But if looking at the roster for Mississippi State, they have one guy named Yosefu, the Simon main. He is pretty cracked.
I think easily the best player in the league.
I have to agree. And I definitely don't like going up against a Simon, but if I'm going up against Yosefu Simon, OMG, that's not going to be fun.
Yeah, it's not a good time. I had to, in the conference last season, I went against Yosefu. I was told, okay, you just have to take one stock and we can win the match. I took one stock. That's all we needed. That's all we needed.
we
did beat them, actually. We did beat them. Because... we got... Okay, Trey and Connor Sanders as our first players. Connor Sanders, a Yoshi player, very strong. And Trey, if I remember correctly, a Falco player. So this will be an interesting matchup. Falco definitely really likes to get those combos, up tilt starter or grab starter. But an interesting thing about this, because they're aerial combos, that means Yoshi can activate that double jump armor, help so well with breaking out of combos that are normally true.
Indeed, and that's definitely going to be helpful for them. And it looks like we have a gentleman's PS2. Basically, Mississippi's like, hey, you want to start PS2? Seton Hall's had one answer. They're just like, yup. So that's basically where we're going to meet at. Keep it simple. Keep it PS2. I mean, and in terms of those characters of Falco and Yoshi, I mean, it helps everybody, but I think this will be great for both of these characters as well.
For sure. Because these are both so PS2, generally pretty good for Spaceys, like Fox, Falco, Wolf. But, I mean, Connor Sanders is such a good player that I think he doesn't care.
Heck yeah. Obviously, Connor, I believe, is the captain for Mississippi State.
Yes.
Yep, he is the main captain. He is the man to start, so he's going to be leading Mississippi down the way, obviously, and then we'll probably see, obviously, we have to see Yosefu. What's a treat? That would just be a treat. Also have players like Mr. Man, who goes Zero Suit Samus, and then MIA. All, for sure, those are their stars. And then they have, they have a really good talented roster. It's, a lot of new players, but it's a 15. They have 15 players on their roster, so it could change, which just shows you just the depth they have.
Yes, and this is definitely a great opportunity for this team to actually maybe, if they think they can just win this, they might just want to let some of their newer players just play, get some more experience.
Indeed. I mean, they're building up a comfortable lead in the EGFC where they can eventually do that enough so they can be all comfortable and everything like that. Now, with that, let's just jump right into it, see what both of these guys have in store. Trey, Connor Sanders, only one can walk away, and it's best of 3.
That's very true. and Connor Sanders already getting this egg. That's a huge part of being able to, get those combos going. Either throw the egg or use that tongue to turn the opponent into an egg. And Yoshi has very strong aerials as well. That's very good for spacing, doing some fadeaways, for, putting on some pressure, stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how Trey deals with that.
Indeed. He's got the, Yoshi's got the running man aerial, you know what I mean? I think it's the down air, just do a little running man, a lot of scribble kicks. That's just one of my favorite moves to watch. Like, it's a good move, but just to like watch, to see like the animation and all that, it's just fun to see. I don't know what it is.
Oh my, this is looking like a very solid edge guard. Oh.
Indeed it was, and you can definitely tell Trey wanted to do it horizontally, but just got too low below the stage, and Connor was not having it.
For sure, and Connor Sanders is actually PR'd on in Mississippi. So actually, Mississippi State University has quite a few PR'd players. So it's definitely a bit of a stacked team, even if you don't consider their results in EGF. So it's gonna be quite an uphill battle for Seton Hall, especially.
Indeed, and just great work from Mississippi State. When you think of America and kind of like America in the South, like states like Mississippi, Alabama, all those states down there, you don't generally think of esports. It's all about football, You got Mississippi State football, you got Alabama football, and even Texas. As in terms of Southern states. So Mississippi State, especially right there, making esports their thing and trying to be recognized. And I think they truly are recognized as a true house esport hub in the South.
I mean, not even considering that though, Connor Sanders is on a trajectory to getting a 3 stock here, and I bet he wants it because, I mean, look at this. Trey is getting some good damage in. It is possible that Trey could take this stock, but Connor Sanders is probably going to try very hard to make this as big of a blowout as possible.
Indeed. Now we need to see a little bit more, I'm wanting to see a little bit more aerial movements from Trey's Falco, I think. He's definitely trying to, but definitely a lot of counter options from Connor, especially that headbutt right there, the egg. Obviously the egg. Definitely a pinpoint accurate move. Oh. 3 stock.
Yep, that's the 3 stock, and that means that Mississippi State is already getting a clean 3-0 here. If they take another, and give him the Akuma pose, give him the back.
Heck yeah. Obviously, definitely put in the Raging Demon effort in that last series. I mean, obviously, just great start from Mississippi State, but obviously this is nothing new. We've seen this before.
Yep, this is definitely expected from Mississippi State, especially from Connor Sanders, who has quite a solid win rate in EGF. I think I've only seen Connor Sanders lose like once or twice. One of them to an Incineroar from GW.
GW. I mean, I was gonna ask, is that you? But no,
not me, but
you're the Terry dude.
One of my teammates. Yes, I'm the Terry.
I mean, sounds like you guys got a pretty good rivalry with Mississippi State.
No, it would not be a rivalry.
No.
They're definitely better than GW, but
I mean, it's all good, but definitely, Mississippi State, obviously, definitely one of the good schools. But hey, give credit to George Washington. They've gotten some dubs along the way. But
that's true.
Looks like
but enough about GW.
That's true.
How about these teams that are playing right now?
Exactly. These are the ones that are on the stage in the arena right now. I believe it's going to be Final Destination in game number 2. And it is going to be Final Destination. That is confirmed by Connor Sanders, the man himself. And let's get into this next matchup. I believe same characters, of course, in the same color scheme as well.
Yep, this is definitely going to be an interesting one as well, because I think Connor Sanders has pretty good confidence on this stage. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes, even on a stage that Connor Sanders generally does well on.
Indeed, but from what I've seen from Connor, he does well on pretty much every stage.
That's true.
I assume. And so far, just a few back and forth blows from each player lead changes in percentage keep happening. I believe this is now 4th lead change in terms of percentage. Almost to the 5th until the Trey can just get a hit on. Doesn't get a hit. Few kicks and licks from Yoshi.
That was so close to a jab block there, but wait, no way! Okay, Trey. Okay, Trey. You got that stock. You got that stock before Connor Sanders did. This is your opportunity here.
I think that was just a well play. Uh-oh.
Two?
Was that an S? I don't know if that was an SD.
That was an SD.
An SD. I don't know if there was some button communication because that just looked like too easy of a SD for Connor. Almost tried to do the spike.
That was so
Connor's
close.
in script.
The double jump armor saved Connor Sanders there from actually getting 3 stocked.
My goodness.
Wow.
I don't know. I feel like now, you know, Connor with 1 stock, with Trey with 2. You think he's gonna try to play with a sense of urgency now.
Yeah.
See how he really does. Maybe he's just making it exciting, but we'll see how he does.
Trying to please the crowd, but you know what pleases the crowd more than a 3-stock comeback?
Yeah.
A 6 stock.
I mean, we could boost our ratings. I would love a good rating boost right here.
Yeah, I would too. Ooh,
Anyway,
man.
but right now, Trey's really making sure like he puts a bunch of that pressure and a good tail whack from Connor. An egg!
American Sniper. Call him Chris Kyle.
Chris Kyle. Almost not quite the same initials, but you know, definitely got the sniper move right here. Now he's got to try to figure out some damage, but right now Trey, make sure that doesn't happen. Almost got with the aerial move. And
no way.
He's gonna go to Trey round 2. My goodness, you gotta be kidding me.
Wow, I am very surprised. I was not expecting to see Connor Sanders drop a game there.
Indeed. You know, that literally looked like, you know, that SD, even Trey's commenting, he felt bad for that SD right there. So, honestly, that was, you know, Connor's just commenting it's all the Wi-Fi's fault, which, you know, it definitely is. Honestly, we know how Wi-Fi be. Yeah, I'd assume that looked like a Wi-Fi. You saw in that replay, he was going for the forward smash. Definitely didn't work out there. But hey, he got it down to 1 stock. But hats off to Trey to just, you know, make sure the reverse sweep doesn't happen.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, that's definitely getting a point on the board against Mississippi State is always impressive, for sure.
Indeed. Yeah, that's not easy to do, obviously, but it looks like our bans are, is it, I wonder what the ban is. Is it SV? Might be Smashville. It is Smashville indeed. And now it goes to game 3. Well, we don't see a lot of game 3s from Connor Sanders, but here it is. Let's see if Wi-Fi gets on his side this time.
That's a very good point. Connor Sanders definitely probably wants to play a bit more carefully, especially considering he SD'd last game. But I mean, Trey, with that newfound confidence, definitely something you want to ride off of, especially for the rest of this set.
Indeed. Good sportsmanship from Trey earlier on. Shout out to him for, you know, recognizing that was an SD. And speaking of SDs, that definitely won't be. Oh my goodness, he was able to recover. Oh, not enough damage percentage to take out Yoshi there, but you know, that was an impressive move either way.
I mean, that was so close to being like each into the off stage, which would have killed in a pretty funny way, but I mean,
hilarious way.
Trey's not doing too bad right now. I mean, it did lose a stock, but 56 on the board could definitely take a stock pretty soon, especially because Falco is one of those characters that deals a lot of damage at once.
He did outlast and survive a little bit with that stock, and man, he's going dangerously low with those recoveries, and now Connor's making him pay for that.
And yeah, thanks to that, it's pretty much a full stock lead for Connor Sanders here.
Indeed. Now looks like Trey wants to do the snipe. Not going to happen there. Oh, and you seen that move again?
Okay, Connor. taking that. Oh, sorry. Okay,
Trey.
Trey. Okay, Trey. Okay,
Totally
Trey.
did that, but oh my goodness, the spike from Falco. That's what you need. Oh my
No,
goodness.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Oh my god. That was almost the sickest thing I've seen.
My goodness, Trey is on a mission trying to complete the upset of the day. Connor's not gonna make it easy on him. Oh, easy. That's recoverable. That's recoverable. I'm getting a little too excited, but either way, back and forth with the tail whack, and there's the egg snipe. The egg has been very effective for Connor. Here comes the tail whack. There. Oh, missed connection on the egg. Trey's got to be careful with those light dashes.
Yeah,
Leaving
Trey
him
has
wide
to be
open.
very careful, especially with this high percent. Things like that will kill.
Just a flick of the tail. That's
Yep.
all you need. Oh.
Making it back, but wow, actually missing that. Not expected from Connor Sanders.
Wi-Fi would be Wi-Fi, you know.
That's true.
All right, 65-54 in terms of damage, but the stock's in favor of Connor. Again with the egg snipes. Shielding out of the side air. That's a good specialty for Yoshi. We've seen a lot of this up tilt from Yoshi, or excuse me, up air with the.
Yes, that up air is a very good combo tool because it pops them up into the air. You know, lets you put them into a juggle situation, but also woo.
And
Okay.
Connor walks away with the dub.
Yep, but that was a 2-stock and a pretty hard fought 2-stock too. That was almost last stock there. I got to give the credit to Trey there. Trey played so well.
Indeed. I think that was one of the, if I'm not speaking for Connor Sanders at all, but from what I've seen, that's probably one of his most hard-fought battles he had to do. So props to Trey for sticking it out to him, and you know, definitely, man, we need. Y'all got more of those matches? I could use some more of those matches.
Got some more matches.
Yeah, especially right here. That's the clip of the game
that
right
was,
there.
That was so good. Hitting that spike, I was so excited there.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the footstool at 0, I almost thought that he was going to take that lead there.
Mm-hmm. And then just at this last stock, the quickness Connor switched over, it was literally like didn't get a chance to charge, but that's totally fine because, you know, kill percentage for Falco, Yoshi has hard hitting ability, so you gotta definitely be on the lookout for that. Next up, the man himself, Yosefu, coming in against Elementor.
Yes, Elementor I don't think I've seen yet, but Yosefu needs no introduction. Definitely the best player in the league. So this is going to be Elementor. Like, if this is Elementor's first set, hopefully they were hiding this player and not showing their hand quite yet. Because
well, he's going to be going up against Simon, so
yep.
And that's probably going to be the best Simon you're ever going to face.
Yeah, that's very true. Best Simon you'll ever face. Also because most of the other Belmont players that are at Yosefu's level are not Simon players. They're Richter players. Well, so he's most certainly the best Simon.
Indeed. I mean, I haven't seen a better Simon ever. I've seen better Richters. No, I'm just kidding. That joke doesn't really make sense either way, but anyway, it looks like we're doing a coin flip for the whoever bans first.
Wait, are coin flip in? But why would there be a coin flip?
I think we're just trying to learn. I think we're just learning the system of the what's it called? Of the band. So that's what I believe that's what Seton Hall wanted to do, but for those who don't know, the winner of the last match will ban 2 stages. Loser bans the first stage, and then they pick the stage at the last time after the 2 bans. I believe that is right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. PBE.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I was just reading.
Oh, I was just assuming that the system for bans is 1, then 2, then 1. The loser of the last match bans first.
Oh,
New
because
set.
it's a new set, because it's not the same 2 players.
That's right. I forgot to take that into consideration. So it looks like we're gonna do. Looks like there's a. Well, it looks like Seton Hall's just gonna ban first. Looks like we're doing a rock paper scissors, but anyway.
All right, and it's gonna be interesting to see who gets this stage pick.
Indeed.
And it looks like Seton Hall is the one banning first. I don't know if that means that they're doing the 1 ban and then Mississippi bans the 2. Okay, so it is Seton Hall picking the stage. They ban Battlefield, so Mississippi is choosing the 2 stages to ban, and then after that, Seton Hall gets to choose a stage. So Mississippi probably doesn't want. I actually don't know what player is going. So.
Indeed.
Oh, Elementor. Sorry, yes, Elementor. So probably. Okay, FD and Town are banned. So that means we've got Smashville and PS2. Both of those are pretty small. Well, no, PS2 is nothing. It's a very big stage, but Smashville very small. So these are very different stages. If we go for a small stage with this, it could give a good opportunity to get in on Simon, because that's generally what you want. You want to get in because this is a zoner character, and Simon does not have quite as many great burst options, not quite as good as like Samus's, for example. Okay, so they are going to PS2 here.
Indeed, PS2. They decided to just ban Smashville and just go straight to it. So let's get to work, team.
They could have just gentlemen to PS2.
They could have. I mean, come on, guys. We gentlemen to PS2 these days. There's nothing wrong with it. Literally, if you're playing me, you can gentleman whatever stage you want, except Lilac. I don't know about you. It's just something about Lilac.
Yeah, I feel that. Especially if there's some characters that have a bit of difficulty still covering on Lilac, like Kirby.
It's just those slants at the edge.
Well, it's more the bottom of Lilac and the ledges themselves.
In the bottom,
Kirby's up B sometimes just you go up and then you just keep going down. You don't grab on.
Indeed. Oh, King K rule. Let's see how that's gonna do. I'm not sure. We'll see. There's some good King K rule players out there, so we'll see how Elementor fares against Yosefu. Yosefu's giving him a good welcome already.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good welcome to the EGF.
That
Elementor.
was less than 20 seconds, and that stock has already been taken. Oh my.
Okay. Boomerang. Axe. Oh, nice dodge on the X. Whip.
Wow. Yosefu is just running a clinic right now, probably trying to get the JV4.
I think he knows how to. Okay.
No JV4.
Damage. It's okay. It's all right, Yosefu. You're still pretty good player. Really, I didn't know that belly armor from PK Rule can still hit you that far.
Yeah, no, it's got a surprisingly big hitbox. You would sometimes you just get caught off guard by stuff like that.
Indeed. Oh, that's gonna be easy.
And that does mean that the crown is actually back, which is important because crown is a very good landing option, and against Simon, you need your landing options.
Indeed. Especially right now, not able to recover in this last stock taken. So, I mean, Yosefu putting on a clinic is just axe, whip, holy water, boomerang, whoop, repeat. Not specifically in that order.
Okay. Taking a stock against Yosefu, definitely impressive. That's for sure.
And King K Rule's hit power is insane. I think, 60 or 70 on that spike? But either way, even though the recovery for unless you just grab the ledge
Oh
with your
my.
whip.
I know
You're
what
not gonna be
Yosef
able
was trying to do. He's trying to get to a kill throw here. He's playing a little bit. Yep, this is gonna be a forward throw to kill.
Woo! Well called. Well called. We know this man too well, Yosefu, as the Simon. We all know.
Yep,
That's
and
new.
oof. I mean, I knew about that because I've played a bit of Belmont myself, so I know when someone's trying to get to kill throw percent, even when other definitely killed.
Indeed. I mean, definitely a rough outing for Elementor in this first match, but hopefully a good bounce back in the second match. Definitely a great spike. Obviously, we'll see that in just a second. But really, we've seen this from Yosefu before. Just, it's all about projectiles. Projectiles, and then whenever you're ready, throw in a little whip.
Yeah. And I really like the usage of the crown, actually, the
Look
crown
at that.
toss, to be
And he was
able
at-
to get, what's it called? To actually be able to get through the holy water, because the holy water is a multi-attack or a multi-hit move, and even though it's a multi-hit move, each of those is very tiny in terms of damage, so it armors through perfectly if you use the crown toss.
Indeed. I mean, obviously, one of the, probably, if not one of the best move in King K. Rool's arsenal. That's very debatable.
Yeah,
But
it's a very good move.
I like it, and when I'm going against King K. Rool, I hate it. But yeah, just a lot of great combinations from what's his face, Yosefu. So we'll definitely see more of that. Right now, let's take a look at the bands real quick. And by taking a look, I mean you guys listen to our information of the bands. FD and Town and Kalos have been banned from Yosefu. Small Battlefield, I believe, is the pick.
All right, so small battlefield is definitely a pretty good stage in general to, get the, like, get some distance close. What was that, a teabag at the start of the game? You don't just do that on a player that
Yeah,
that. I'm just gonna say,
you can only do that on Halo, not in Smash.
I mean, you don't do that to someone that just beat you.
Indeed. Maybe a little taunt, and especially doing that against Yosefu.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
just
just
any
asking
player to beat.
to get humiliated.
This guy went to glitch. Let's
Yep.
not forget about that. Oh my
This
goodness.
guy didn't just go to glitch, he was invited to. So, oh
Indeed.
my.
Ah!
Oh, that was a fantastic combo there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
I don't understand.
he's really trying to bait him. You think Yosefu's phased?
I think he's just motivated.
I think he's just sitting wherever he's playing. He's just like, okay, you gonna do this? Really gonna do this? Let me show you what you're asking for.
Exactly. It's like you want a teabag. Let me hit you with maximum efficiency right now. Look at that.
Oh, and you try to bait him with the belly armor counter. Not going to happen there. Gee whiz, holy water from Simon Belmont, Batman. That didn't work.
Wow, this is just like complete dominance right now, and yeah, not falling for it again.
Yep. Now that throw is pretty lethal, and just gonna try to do the ledge guard, and I think Elementor is kind of confused about that, and a 3-stock to finish it off. Yosefu just showed you how it's done.
Yes, absolutely. That was maximum efficiency right there. Ugh, that's
Making sure the GGs are being stated in the chat, but definitely a great showing from Yosefu as usual. He never seems to disappoint. Even in the comment element, the Seton Hall, they're just commenting he is sick. Really, he's just really good. Definitely using an acronym I'm not allowed to say on stream, but hey, he is talented. He is, I'm just gonna say, correct. That's what the kids say these days.
yes. He plays like a band.
Indeed, you gotta just be watch. Gotta be
Love
wary.
that combo.
And now the players being sent in now, getting this in right now is going to be MIA for Mississippi State. And then we got G-Man 1021
Blobman.
for Blobman,
Blobman
excuse me.
35.
Blobman
Too many men.
35. I mean, hey, can never, just don't put them in all at the same time. You get a penalty. Oh, and looks like a gentleman at PS2.
Yep.
Let's go. We love our
Finally.
donuts and PS2. So, but anyway, let's see what characters. I believe MIA is Mario character, if I am correct. Seton Hall's man Blob, I actually do not know.
I actually don't know who Blobman uses, so that should be interesting.
Am I mistaken? Is Blobman a new player for Seton?
I think so. And MIA I have not actually seen, because I know a few of the players on Mississippi, but this is not one of them. So it must be a new player for the season.
Probably. They definitely, from the notes of Seton Hall, most of their roster consists of freshmen. So definitely a whole, definitely a pretty whole new roster. So there's Rario and there's Lucina.
Is MIA Maze? If that's the case, then because that's the color Maze likes to use as well. If this is Maze, then that's also a very good player who's pretty sure number 2 on the Mississippi PR with Yosef, who was number 1.
I believe that's still MIA.
No, but I mean, like, is MIA like Maze's tag or something?
Maybe I don't know if he changed it. You might be right, but I don't know. Either way, what I do know is he's got a team to 98% DI, or excuse me. Yes,
Yes,
and
okay,
you are right.
so I called it. I saw the way he was moving. I saw the skin that he was using. I knew that it was Maze because I've seen Maze play a few times. Very good player.
Yep, appreciate the feedback from Captain Connor Sanders. Good shout out to him. And definitely a great non-recovery from MIA, making sure Blowman does not get back on stage.
Absolutely. And
oh my
no.
goodness.
Oh no. And they had to recover in that direction too, because otherwise they would have gotten hit with the pineapple getting stuck under the stage. For those who don't know, pineappling is the term for getting, like, when you're recovering, the bottom of the stage trapping you.
And then you'll be eventually met the owner of that pineapple named SpongeBob SquarePants.
Wow, that, and ending it at 69%, a 3 stock. This is quite a game won there for MIA. That was so impressive.
He's only number 3?
I didn't know he was only number 3 now. I remember he was like around number 2 before. Let me look at the Mississippi PR.
Either way, like, a great showing, and that pretty much shows the depth of Mississippi State, as we've been talking about. They've been consistently good. Definitely looking for a repeat tour here. But really, this was... Go ahead.
Okay, so as of summer 2021, MIA is number 3 because Ataraxia is now number 2. In fall 2019, Ataraxia was number 1. Key as number 2, and Yosefu was number 3. So Maze, or now MIA, and Yosefu have both moved up to sort of the top of the PR for the region.
They've been dominating no matter what. I mean, obviously we've seen that. Looks like Small Battlefield is going to be the match again. I don't know, if I am Blobman, I think we're doing a character swap or stick with Lucina. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Oh, Sephiroth and
double.
MIA going to Incineroar. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yes, MIA going to Incineroar. That's a interesting character switch.
Yeah, for both. But I gotta say, I really, really love Sephiroth. We've been talked
Oh,
about
that
this a little bit before the stream. That almost was very, very deadly.
yeah, that's the noob killer combo that they were about to do. That's what yes. Oh my! Wow. So that down smash that Incineroar has is really good because not only does the it's effectively a better spot dodge at point because you high profile things at frame 2 and spot dodging is frame 3.
Indeed.
So it's a spot dodge with a hitbox. It's a frame faster.
You've seen Blobman, gotta play that range game. Gotta stay. Oh man, didn't quite recover well, but I mean, just able to survive the fire blast from Sephiroth. Just super, super killer move. And I would have stayed on the ledge just a little bit longer, not trying to move so you get those invincibility frames just a little bit longer.
And this is kill percent for this is kill percent right now. Pretty much just needs one Alolan Whip or grab it ledge.
Indeed.
Because Sephiroth is very light, same weight as Pikachu, so
Indeed.
definitely don't want to mess around against the character.
But now with you, once you got that one wing of the Angel of Darkness right here, you have super armor when you do your smash attack, so I take advantage of those. Can't really do that if you're dead, though.
Yeah, doesn't really matter because Incineroar's attacks are just so high damage. You're not armed them most of the time.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, no!
A little
Well,
too...
Wow, the one wing coming in early, too.
Yep, the way that the wing works is that depending on the difference in score, it actually, like, if you are behind by 2 stocks, it comes in at 30.
My goodness, yeah. Definitely pretty helpful, and I believe that looked like, I think it was 30, it was either 30 or 42, or 32, excuse me. But, so definitely, oh no, that's wide open. Oh, an egg salad to finish off the stock, and now MIA quickly exits as he gets game 3 to Mississippi State. By the way, we haven't mentioned this yet, but I mean, it's pretty, excuse me, it's pretty much sealed for Mississippi to take this game.
It is sealed because it's 21-1 right now. You know, that means that the most points that Seton Hall could get in these next 2 sets is 16. So at best, if Mississippi State were to lose these next 2 sets, it has 3 stocks. Like, so if it's all just 6 stocks, then it's still 17-21.
Indeed. Yeah, it's definitely, you know, you need to do, if we allowed it in EGF, which we definitely don't, we need to allow, you know, multiple, you can get like multiple 3 stocks, but that's not going to happen. You only do a best of 2. That's just a brutal, brutal move from Incineroar, by the way. A little side hand. But it looks like we have Alzer for Seton Hall, the Tactician for Mississippi State. I don't think I've seen the Tactician yet.
I haven't either.
So.
This must be a player, or this must be the new player.
Must be. I mean, they're in a comfortable lead. Just send in their new players to get some, to get some practice in for these guys. Looks like Mississippi State tried a gentleman to PS2, but Seton Hall wanted to ban, and they banned PS2.
Yep, and so, yep, that's the first thing they're being.
Oh my goodness. And it looks like, yeah, so Bowser obviously I think is the Bowser
Yes.
coming in with the name, but yeah, I mean, so PS2 definitely banned. We'll see what it looks like. Smashville and Battlefield banned from Mississippi State. So if you are Bowser, which stage are you going with?
With Bowser, you definitely, let me just check their bans again, because in general you want Triplats as Bowser. But after that, you don't want to go on Final Destination. That's like the stage where you have no platforms to work with. You are just having a bad time. So Smashville and Battlefield and PS2 are gone, so they are. Oh, they are going to Final Destination.
Oh boy. Well, the tactician. Let's see what the tactician can do to Owzer here. I believe the. Yep, there we go. Owzer is Bowser. Tactician is Rob. Kind of fitting. Rob.
Yeah,
players,
Rob's
you gotta
actually
love
one of the most successful characters as of late. Recently, people have been doing statistics. Rob has the highest win percentage in in-person tournaments, by far. It's like the next highest win rate character is Roy, and Rob just like destroys him. In terms of like, it's like almost double.
Indeed. Yeah, and we can already see that go to work right now. 122% to 27. And it looks like the tactician's about to take a stock from me. Okay, well, yeah, just do that. Just guard the ledge. Oh, a little do your roboto dance at the end. Now we see a little bit of back and forth action. The super laser comes out from the tactician. Already takes away one stock, and now 95% laid out on the tactician. Owzer's trying to look for a chance to take away that stock. Stage doesn't really help him that much, but we'll see what happens right here.
Ooh. So one thing that was to note that could be noted for that previous stock, though, if Owzer had just mashed during the up B, they would have actually survived. Because if you actually mash the B button when you are recovering with the up B, you actually go further.
Yeah, definitely would have helped right there. And now we see some fire breath, get some shield going. Yeah, Owzer's definitely in danger mode right now. Kind of playing a little bit conservatively. Now that move, that's where you want a platform stage. But you also want to get more damage on the tactician right now, only sitting at a comfortable 37. Owzer at 145. Pretty much can get killed anytime.
Ooh,
Hey.
yep. Called the shot right there.
It is. It's going to be a nice little side air from Rob. And I believe, so I think we mentioned this before, this is the tactician's debut. And so far it's going pretty good for him. Alright, a little bit more back and forth. Throwing out a little top. Comes in the laser. A few tilt attacks. And now,
Oh, that's the shield break. Yep.
And
that means
kick.
Owzer bringing it to even stocks. That's always something you gotta watch out for, and that's probably some of the tactician's inexperience there coming into play of just, you know, maybe not as battle hardened as some of the other players on Mississippi, but still very good.
Oh yeah.
But
When you talk about when you talk about a Mississippi State player, when you say, oh, not as hardened as the other guys, like say Connor Sanders, Yosefu, Mays, MIA, excuse me, that you're still talking about a very, very good player. It's like you're mentioning, like in terms of sport references, you're talking about, you know, he might
perfect.
not.
That was so close to being the end of the game right there. If they did not parry, that was the game.
Indeed, that was very, very close. Both guys are keeping it really, really close, so it's going to come down to just this stock right here. Both are at kill percentage. Here comes the top. Here comes the super laser. What's the tactician going to do? He's wide open, and boom! Yep.
That's the
a
up
nice body slam, and Mississippi State is on pace to go possibly to 30. Of the night.
I think 30 is definitely possible here, especially because if they just win these next two sets, then if they just get one more two stock, then it's guaranteed to get to 30.
Indeed. That all they have to do, you know, just keep winning. Literally, that's, I mean, they know that. I mean, that's pretty much all they've been doing all day. The only one is just that one loss that Connor Sanders has. But really, it's just been this one was definitely a really good back and forth fight, though. Obviously, just keep control of the ledge right there. Make sure Bowser does not recover. But then Owzer comes back with a nice little side air action. And then the side kick
Yep, that
from
back air
Rob.
from Roy is so deadly.
And then that shield break. We need to
I'm
see more
actually
of that move.
I'm actually impressed that Owzer managed to bring it this close against Rob on Final Destination. And in fact, that was a moment where in any other universe, that was the end of the game. Owzer almost won that on Final Destination, which is one of Bowser's worst stages.
Indeed, it was just a great parry from the tactician. I mean, parries, you have to be, if you're good at parries, you're pretty good at Smash in general. And that was one of the most clutch parries I've seen of pretty much my entire life of watching Smash Ultimate, which has been a couple years. But looks like we see the stages right now. SV, Small Battlefield, Yoshi's Island, those have been banned. Excuse me. And it looks like Kalos is going to be the stage for round 2 of Game 4.
Mm-hmm. And Kalos does allow for what's it called? Bowser's side B to actually connect and be sent very, very far to the sides, which could allow for some criminally early percent kills with the command grab. So you definitely have to watch out at the ledge, because if you're not careful, you will just explode.
Indeed. So far, only 10 seconds into the match, it looks like Owzer's on a mission here, 8-61, but knowing Mississippi State and their players, they can even that out rather quickly, so don't get way too excited yet. Good fire breath move, just keep the damage, or excuse me, put pressure on the shield. Little twist top and go to the platform. Ah, man, just missed the platform. If he hit that platform, that could possibly be a stock, if not just harder chance to recover.
Ooh, that was. If it were just a little bit more in that sweet spot, that would have been the stock there. Oh, but there it is. Bowser's got a decent lead right now, especially considering how heavy Bowser is. This is like not just I could see Bowser like bringing this to a game 3.
He probably could. He's definitely, I believe, one of Seton Hall's stronger players on the roster.
For sure.
Definitely. There was a good story. I believe he told me. He was almost eliminated from a tournament, and he was at 174% damage and was down 2 stocks. And then all of a sudden, he basically just one thing led to another and just came back from that. But he's not coming back from that stock.
I don't remember anything about a tournament with Bowser.
Maybe it was not a tournament. Maybe it was a match or something.
Oh,
like
yes.
that.
Probably then.
But yeah, definitely. That's something with Bowser, just being sheer heavy. It's hard to kill him.
Yep, very hard to kill, and he's got tough guy, which means that some of your smaller attacks just won't work against him.
Indeed. Oh my goodness.
This is doable. This is doable.
Indeed.
And if Seton Hall manages to take a set off of Mississippi State, that alone is more than impressive. That is like enough to make me go silent.
Indeed. Well, if that's the case, we are gonna have to go silent. Which we'll see.
Oh,
well,
but don't count the tactician out just yet. Rob is one of those characters that can really just kill it pretty much any percent they want, especially with stuff like those down tilts, getting into conversions. It's a very annoying move. It's very safe, and you can get a lot off of it.
Indeed. This is definitely really close. Like, Owzer definitely sitting at kill percentage, but it's difficult kill percentage. And not just that, he survives with 2 stocks.
That's exactly what this team needed. Even though Mississippi State can't lose, this is really good for Seton Hall. If they win this set, then that means that not only did they take a set off of Mississippi State, but that means they did it as their 3rd ever EGF match.
Indeed. I mean, how crazy would that be if that ever happened? And I mean that stage definitely helped. I didn't even notice the little dance from Mauser from after that first stock. That was pretty hilarious. That was a pretty good. You think of that as like a spike move or either just way to control ground, but able to do that in the air, just well rounded for Bowser. So going into this game 3, need to await our ban first. And it's going to be the first ban as of now is Town City, Yoshi's Island, and Battlefield. So those are our first bans. And now we'll just await Mississippi's MS2's bans coming in right now. PS2.
All right. PS2, what they say, PS2 makes the best games.
Indeed. I mean, PS4 is a little bit better as of right now. But I'm an Xbox guy myself, but that's a debate for another day. Let's not do that right now. We're commentating on a Switch game, people.
That's true. And this is a stage that Bowser does get quite a bit off of because of the height of the platforms as well. So the side B is definitely like a core part of Bowser's game plan. It's just such a good command grab, and it's like really fast. And in addition to being really fast, it's just no
another
way,
shield break.
No way.
What's gonna happen?
This is
you're gonna get kicked.
Death. Wow.
76%.
Just in a matter of like 30 seconds, and already the tactician has lost a stock. This is solid gameplay from Bowser here. And if he can keep this momentum going for the rest of this game, then they could take this set.
Indeed. Yeah, they definitely are trying to, Bowser's definitely making a statement right now. Playing as hard as he can, and another shield break.
No
what's
way.
going to happen? What's going to happen.
2 shield breaks in one game. Wow.
And a couple dance moves on top of
okay,
that.
don't get too cocky. Don't get too cocky.
Yeah, it's Mississippi State.
Yeah, don't get too cocky. You will get blown up if you get too cocky against Mississippi State.
I think he's just having fun, honestly. I think they know they lost. But definitely, yeah, at the same time, what are you flexing at? Still down 1,000 points. Current leader is Bowser with Bowser. 182%. Definitely well kill percent.
Wow.
And a very tactical move from the tactician of Mississippi State. So now let's see if they can play from behind, being down 3 stocks. Remember, for our sports fans out there, Cleveland came back from a 3-1 lead from State.
The tactician definitely wants to take this stock. You don't want to just see someone taunt on you like that and just have them still win. But, I mean, Bowser just has such a huge lead right now. Oh my, I think that was like the max possible damage from the up B out of shield.
Indeed. Reading very well, too.
Oh, and this is 98%. Oh my.
Not gonna happen. I never want to do that. You know how much when I try to do that on the edge, you know what happens next?
What?
It's called an SD.
That's one of the important things for Bowser players to learn. Learning how to do that down without SDing. Because you can spike people from the ledge when they try to recover if you do it properly.
Also, if you're a new Bowser player, remember...
No way! 3 shield breaks in one game! No way!
Come on. I mean, how do you... Okay. Well, hey, Seton Hall takes a set. And you're right. 3 stocks. 3 shield breaks. How you feeling, PB? How you feeling?
Wow, I am blown away. 3 shield breaks in one game against State. That is nothing to laugh at right there. That is a very impressive.
Bowser definitely getting a set. That is a set for Seton Hall. Taking one from Mississippi State. But right there, that was, yeah. Definitely, yeah, you don't, that is very questionable. I mean, especially if you're on the ledge. You don't want to. It's just a matter of defense on how you play it too, especially if you're Bowser. If you're going up against Bowser, it's to me, I'm playing more dodge game than shield game because of his hit power.
Yeah, you definitely want to start dodging Bowser a bit than shielding those, especially when, like, you would think after the first 2 shield breaks, you would not get your shield broken at ledge against Bowser a 3rd time, but that just happens sometimes, you know? It's like that conditioning, forcing them into shield, especially because Bowser was not really using the command grab much, and because of that, they didn't really have a reason to let go of shield.
Indeed. And now we're going into Game 5 finally. We'll see if Seton Hall can tack on more points. But right now the arena has been shut down a little bit, so we're going to work on getting back up. But while the arena is going to get worked on right here, our last 2 for Mississippi State and Seton Hall, G-Man for Seton Hall, and then Waifu Pro for Mississippi State. Waifu Pro.
All right.
So
I actually have not seen Waifu Pro before, so
I believe Waifu Pro is another player for MSU as well. So this will be interesting to see. G-Man. I'm trying to remember if I've seen G-Man before, but I believe another new player for Seton Hall. Definitely got hooked on Smash. Started on with Brawl, and then just ever since, improved, going through Smash 4, and then eventually to SSBU. So definitely look forward to seeing them. Well, yeah. So definitely we're gonna be kept in the dark about the characters here, but looking at the score, 22-7, Mississippi State. All they need, so doesn't look like they'll quite get to 30 if they get 2 back-to-back 3-stock. Actually, no, you're right.
They will. If they get a 6-stock here,
Yeah.
it will be 30 points.
You're right. But my math, I swear, I promise I graduated college, but I definitely may have taken college algebra a couple times more than I would like to. But anyway, so that's a little too much info for the casters. But either way, going into while we're waiting on these next matches here and the arena to get back up and going, let me take a look at the next. Week 4 of what these schools will have up next.
Oh, okay. So Waifu Pro bringing out the Palutena, kind of expected, honestly.
And then Falco going with G-Man with Falco. We'll look at the schedule next time. It's all good.
So this is an interesting one because Palutena, a bunch of Palutena players just stopped playing the character because she stopped being as absurdly good, but I think she's still very good.
Oh, I struggle with going up against Palutena all the time. Definitely, I think one of the most deadliest up smash attacks in all of Smash. That's just one of my opinions.
For sure, the ledge trapping with that up smash is definitely dangerous. She's also just got a fantastic neutral air. We're seeing Waifu Pro use that neutral air very lovingly.
Yeah, and also another underrated factor for Pro, the counter. I think has a pretty good counter. I know counters do one move, they just counter, but I mean it counters and reflects at the same time.
That is true. It does have multiple utilities, so that does make it pretty strong. But let's get into some of like the game plan. How do you think that G-Man might actually like approach this matchup?
Well, definitely gotta be, has a lot of range attacks. Definitely don't want to lose that stock, even though he did. But you have the blaster. You have that's pretty much your biggest range attack. But Falco's strength is his air movement, so I would do your best to try to get Palutena off guard in the air, and then you walk off with some of those air combo attacks. We see the lethal side air he's got. We've seen. Oh goodness!
Wow, I'm actually surprised that that traded. But because of that, that means that G-Man, while on their last, is bringing Waifu Pro to their second stock. And this is a good opportunity to, if they get like a combo or two, they could bring it to last stock situation here, which would be appreciated.
Indeed. Now, this is a legit question. Are you able to reflect Palutina's fireball?
Yes, you can. But it's
So,
no, the pineapple. Unfortunate.
But lives in a pineapple under the sea. It's now G-Man.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's roommates with SpongeBob at this time.
But
Wow.
that does mean that it's impossible now for Mississippi State to hit 30. The most they can hit here is 27. Or no, sorry, not 27. Most they can hit is 28.
Yeah, I have to agree. I'm not going to try to do that, man. But yeah, definitely that was an interesting. I gotta say that was an interesting back and forth match between both of them. It looked like it was going either way, but at the same time canceling. Not just on one stock, but on two stock. Like, I don't even know what happened here. Like,
so Falco's illusion. If you get hit in the air and you're below them, you just get sent down, straight down. And it's not considered a spike though. So
yeah,
like it doesn't have that meteor effect. So because of that, the blast zone does not shrink when you get spiked by it. So that is one consolation. If you get spiked by Falco side B, it is like an honest to goodness spike. You're not getting cheesed. You're just getting hit with it. And
indeed.
that was a very funny way to end the game.
It was, yeah. I mean, obviously, this is now just a match just for fun now. Both players are just having a good time. We got a comment that from Seton Hall saying that match was, quote, nutty. So it was definitely kind of insane. So we're waiting for bans from Mississippi State while we get word on that. Definitely, as I was saying, with going against Palutena and Falco, kind of an interesting match because you can do a variety of things, basically. And that's the case for both characters. So, yeah, this really could, after watching that match, could go either way. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. This is definitely one of those. Well, Falco, generally, as you said, has very good aerial mobility, but Palutena is a character you do not want to be above because Palutena has very good aerials, will catch you if you are above her. Like her neutral air, her up air. Her up air will kill you very early. Her up smash, as you mentioned before. Those are some very good tools to just keep that pressure going and keep the opponent advantage. And that's definitely not where you want to be against Palutena.
Indeed. But they're going to go to Battlefield with Palutena. So this is going to be... I think this is a good stage for both characters, honestly. Definitely high ceiling, which kind of cancels out the air game for both characters. As you mentioned, Palutena's up air is super, super deadly. Just got to get high enough into Battlefield to make sure you can take him out. But then the aerial combos Falco can dish out. Gonna be pretty hard to deal with too.
For sure. And they're actually switching to Pyra and Mithra. Okay. So seeing, this is the stage that's got a bit of a higher ceiling. I'm gonna go Pyra Mithra. Especially because these platforms allow for some very good juggling, some very good ladders with Mithra here.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. And really, another Pyra and Mithra just in the EGF is getting really, really more popular by the moment.
The character is very good and pretty easy to pick up. Like we saw Spargo pick her up. We've seen quite a few top players actually pick Pyra and Mithra up, and their combo game pretty intuitive. So it's definitely a very Smash player friendly character in terms of some characters like Kazuya are not very Smash player friendly. They're ones that you really have to dedicate to, but these are ones where it's like if you like playing Smash, you probably like playing these characters.
Indeed. You get what's better than getting neutral and heavy character. I mean, it's definitely, you definitely want to master Pyra and Mithra if you can, because that's one of the, definitely becoming one of the more popular choices. Not
For
just
sure.
in EGF, but just in general, really. And a quick,
And wow, that was a very clean first stock there from Waifu Pro, and oh, they were trying to go for the footstool there.
yeah, Falco just too floaty, indeed. I think he was trying to reflect that flaming edge. Not quite able to do that.
Ooh.
Not quite sure if you can reflect the flaming edge.
I think you can, but it just immediately, yes,
Gotcha.
you can.
Gotcha.
And this is definitely a very good spot for Waifu Pro. Probably wants to switch. I guess because they're still on Pyra, they might just be comfortable enough with taking a stock here. They're, ooh, like just a forward tilt should be able to take it here. Oh,
Or a
wow.
prominence revolt. That high ceiling though.
Yep.
And giving Falco another chance to fly around a little bit longer.
There's
just
that.
gonna take with the
Well,
still
then.
counts.
Well
Still
done.
counts.
Yep. And that's another thing to consider about Pyra and Mithra. Their recovery is very exploitable. If you get them off stage, they will probably die. So that is probably G-Man's best chance at winning this set here. Just trying to abuse that recovery as well as he can. Ooh.
Oh no. Oh no!
The stage spike to end it. Wow.
What a move from Mithra and Waifu Pro. And with that, Mississippi officially takes a 27-7 victory against Seton Hall and giving those new players a chance to shine. But obviously,
Yep.
Yosei Fu, MIA, and Connor Sanders also kind of the stars for Mississippi State, their big three.
For sure. And I'm surprised we didn't get to see Mr. Man, because Mr. Man is actually higher up on the PR than Connor Sanders. But I guess Connor Sanders is the captain, the glue that holds the team together.
Indeed. Definitely want to, what the captain says goes.
Yep.
Either way. But yeah, definitely coming into this game, feeling really confident because next week they'll be facing UConn, University of Connecticut up next. And then Seton Hall next week, they will be taking on the one and only Marquette University. And I think Marquette's been playing some pretty solid Smash Up recently. So I'm trying to say the word I'm trying to say. They're going to have a challenge with that one, probably.
Yep. That'll definitely be a tough one.
Indeed.
But
so
that was pretty good, though. Like, a very impressive showing from Seton. Like, I was actually, like, I don't want to be mean, but I was expecting Seton Hall not to win a set. But they actually won a set and other games, too.
Indeed. I mean, when you're going up against, if you're watching Mississippi State go up against generally anybody, you're going to expect Mississippi State to just clean house, basically. But really, towards the end, Auser and who was it, G-Man, definitely put up a fight to the very, very end. And, they'll recover a little bit and bounce back and be ready for week 4. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break and possibly get an interview. Actually, we just got word, no interview today. So with that, we're actually just going to call it a night tonight. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and give a big shout out to all the schools that participated today. Shout out to our producer Aeon in the back, working as hard as possible and with all the arena issues, and then helping me out with my feed as well. Definitely coming in clutch for both of us casters. And so definitely thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, everything like that. And PBE, you got anything else to add on?
Thank you all for watching. I love you all.
Yes.
Yes.